Hello, my name is Adrian V. Romero. I'm the CEO of Familia Powers. This is the presentation that will be in addition to the formal report that was submitted in Word document. I will be covering why I made the choices to do the strategy that I did in year 18, what our goals are for year 19, and how that will affect year 25, and how year 25's social media campaign strategy kickoff will basically stabilize us for year 30, and from year 30 on, we will have a very secure positioning within this industry on a global level in all 4 regions. If not first, at least second or third positioning. So when I was hired, I was given a 15-year contract. I needed 10 years to really understand how to work within the athletic industry. It was new to me. My background professionally is in cultural events and the education industry and career planning and internet marketing. And so once I was considered for the CEO position, I was honest in saying I needed time to first learn this game. I was raised in this game. My grandfathers all built this company. My brother, unfortunately, is not prepared to take on the family responsibility of carrying this company into the future. And I took that responsibility, and I needed the 10 years of research. And I had good reasons for what I did in year 18 because my agenda, which I was very clear with everyone, is that I want this company to last. And I also want this company to be in alignment with humanity's survival as much as possible when I first started. So who are we? You're trusting us with your money. And the promise I made is that we're looking at long-term security. So if 3 companies go bankrupt, or 3 countries go bankrupt, right, we'll still be okay. If somebody blows up the World Trade Center again, we'll still be okay. If the dollar just the exchange rates all go crazy for a 3-month period, we'll be okay. And the reason we're going to be okay is because we are changing the game, but we're looking at other models like Panagia and Zappos for how they have been successful within the corporate world. For our social media campaign, we're going to design it around an orchestra design. And as you can see, everything's color coded. Our executive team, it's a far more practical design. It's quartered with different people holding different corners, not the same colors, so that we have cross training between the executive team members, so that nobody is dependent on anyone else to get things done that must be done. And so I'm in charge of this team, my team. All of us know about money. All of us know about our curriculum and our environment because of my education background. We design curriculum. We design communication networks, and we use those networks effectively so that we know exactly what's going on, and we're clear in our communications. There's no hard feelings. There's no emotion. This team is just straight up money. This is straight up strategy. We're concerned with the running and sports events only on how it affects the bottom line, which is the money and the profit. And so this team, now they're the team that we'll be really counting on for year 25 because they're really talking about social responsibility. And so in their campaign, and a social media campaign that's really going to change the game. That's what I believe. And again, we're all working with budgets, curriculum, communications, and events. The difference is theirs is tied to cultural events and identity education. So they're going to be able to link up with government agencies, the buyer, in a completely different way than any of our competitors. This right here, this is our jewel. This is our trophy, this team right here. So when you look at the strategic decisions that I made, I was learning, definitely. We were always second to last or third to last in all these years over here. And I learned a lot about the celebrity appeal, how to get more stars, how to make more models. And so, I went too fast. So over here, in year 18, I knew that we were going to barely stay alive as a company and stay in third position or second to last. I knew we wouldn't be last, but I wanted to find out really what's really going on. And so I made some risky decisions just so that I could expose the game, so that I would know how to play the game better for the extension of my contract. And so when you look at what I did in year 18, I did two things. I bought more capacity. I invested a lot of money in, and we purchased more capacity that's going to affect us in year 19. And I did that because I wanted to get into the private label markets. The private label markets, that's really where we're headed. I really want us to conquer as much market share by year 24, and I needed to understand that. But I also, what I did is I reduced the wholesale price by half. And the interesting part about that is not only did we not gain market share in the wholesale market, we lost market share. We're still alive in it, but that was very interesting to me. So for me, the wholesale market isn't, I just want us to stay alive. We're going to maintain the same strategy that we used all the other years, year 10 through year 17 for the wholesale market. And our focus right now will be the private label market, because the private label market is very interesting. And because of the social media campaign, the internet market becomes very interesting also in year 25. But let's look at the private label market. In year 17, one company had 100% complete monopoly in each area. I'm almost certain that he or she maintained that monopoly throughout all the rounds except for round 18. Now look at what happened. I thought I was going to be the only one that would be competing with Company B, but Company C, D, and G joined in. And when you look at it, we got just a little bit. We're the orange ones. But we made some progress. And that's with just a little capacity. In year 19, our capacity will expand, and then we'll be able to gain more. Now, this right here says to me that this market, private label market, this is the bread and butter money for the company. And that with really focused efforts, we could maintain either third, second, or first position ultimately in each region. So, the graph that I just showed you, both graphs, you can see what I learned. And we lost a whole bunch of money because I made purchases to build capacity for year 19. And I wanted to see what that would be like. We had enough stability financially with our credit rating, our return on equity, our earnings per share, that if I was going to ever do this kind of risky move, it needed to happen this year, because this was my last round anyway, for this part of the market research that I was conducting. And now year 19, this is into aggressive competition. That's what I needed to learn. And because of the wholesale market, what happened with what I did with the dropping the price, the wholesale market is really not that interesting to me right now. The private label market is really where I want to go, and the social media campaign, because once we make our presence known in year 25, when nobody really knows what we're doing, none of our competitors will be knowing that we're really building this infrastructure, then easily by year 30 we'll be able to then go and slowly take control of the wholesale market, which means that we'll have control of all three markets. First, the private label market, then the social media campaign will support both the private label market and the internet market. Once those two markets have been stabilized and we hold a strong positioning, then in year 30 we're going to go full after the wholesale market. If you have any questions, please contact my office and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If anyone wants to hold a meeting with me and my team to understand what we did in year 18, we would be happy to meet with anyone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.